yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out.
Yeah.
Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out.
City got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
bring them out, bring them out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring them out, bring them out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring them out, bring them out.
Front to back.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Loop to get us started. Off we go here in Baltimore. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. And that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it'll bring up second down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
He'll try the right side. He counts it. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. Tyler Wallace deep for Baltimore. And this ball will be down on the other side of midfield.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
First carry for King Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Hey, report!
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
That's hot. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 6th touchdown now for the season. No problem there on the extra point, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with some bounces. And they're going to mark them down up past the 35. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. That's going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Henry. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Henry.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. The shotgun, here's Jackson. It is brought in the end zone. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it.
Makes the score. Ravens 14. Steelers nothing. Tiger Luke to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more. As the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
To throw on first down is Darnold. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. A gain of 69 yards.
First down. First and goal.
So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers are on the board. It's now 14-7. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11. And quickly pick up the first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game. A nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Sit on!
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 9.
180! Sit on! 180!
Jackson. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. So it's a pretty manageable third down. So they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
At their own 10-yard line.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. He works free, right side. He's to the 40. Still going. And he is gone. 90 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
DC, ready?
On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Hey, Alpha, say hi.
Jackson now. This one complete to Bateman. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and a yard.
13. Ready?
He'll try and run for this with Henry. And it looks like he's gotten enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the margin. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the
So a
46-yard
big
line.
3rd down hookup takes us to the break. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Get on.
Jackson looking to throw. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, as that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the ground, here's Henry. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge. And then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and it's Henry. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Back to the end zone. He's got it. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. The extra point is good. And the Ravens have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
snap on 1st and 10. Metcalf left side. He's got it. He's close to a first down. A gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. From the 35, here's 2nd and 1. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. And this is going to be a Steelers first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Here comes a toss. Right. Here comes Johnson. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop.
His 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. It's a quick throw over to Samuel. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's number 40 on the season for him.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Go, set.
On the give, it's Johnson. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation, you've got to give a guy like him as many chances at the ball as you can.
Has his man, it's Samuel. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Into space. Past the 40. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They're running on 1st down with Henry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
And he's in. First shot, Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. His second touchdown of the afternoon. Point after try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Ravens have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
On the zone read, here's Johnson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
This one complete to Washington. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And the defense loves to stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the Steelers first down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Steelers first down.
Here's Darnold. We'll look underneath here for Johnson. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. That's a Steeler first down. They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 21. Good for a Steeler first down. To throw is Darnold. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Johnson. And this one ruined quickly. Taken back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
One final throw before the break. Out to his right. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway.
Yo. Come on. Hey, report. Hey, Ozzy, shut up.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second down, Jackson. And that one incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Coming up, and that's the tight end likely. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
First down at the 47-yard line.
Design run here with Jackson. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will extend this third quarter lead.
Steelers 14. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Austin now to return this. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Darnold to throw on first down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Hit by Malachi Starks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take. In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short game.
On third down, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
The 6-yard line. Pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Now here's second and goal.
180. 180. Ready, shot.
Throwing Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Third and goal. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That one, taken in. First shot, Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. That is his third touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A give, and here's Johnson. They smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 9. Another run here with Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Side.
They'll go again with Johnson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they could somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Gonna run this over the center with Johnson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the 2nd half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. This guy's coming across the field. He's got it. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a 1st down to boot.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the toss, it's Johnson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, a gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Johnson. They can still pick up a 1st down here. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
They'll go. It's Johnson. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
180. What? What?
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now it's Jackson. Short, complete to Likely. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30.
180.
Fourth quarter underway, and here's Henry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
And the 40-yard line.
Going to go right back to Henry. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
T, ready? Let's go. You turned it. 180. Sit hard. 180.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift.
From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walker. Pick up there of 19 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Sit hard. You turned it.
Watch the back on this play.
Sit hard.
On the ground, here's Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
180. 180.
Run the draw. Here's Henry. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
And what started out as a promising drive, now they find themselves in 3rd and long. After being stuffed for a loss on 1st down with that ground game, they came right back to it, trying to make up some of those lost yards. The defense was having none of it. 3rd and long.
3rd and long for Jackson. Open man left side. He's got it. And he will score again. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And he lost the football. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game. And now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Go right here. Alpha, sit hard. 180. Sit hard.
They'll go again here with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They'll go down to a knee. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll motion over Samuel. He's got Friday open on the left side. And he's going to be brought down past the 20. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They're locked in on this drive. 2nd connection for that pair. This one gaining 22. A couple of 1st downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10 up at the 42. On the give, it's Johnson. And he'll get about 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. To the goal line and in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers cut into the lead a little bit.
Steelers 21. Here's Boswell, the kickoff.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here's
Henry. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On
the handoff, it's Henry. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
It is 2nd and 6.
Alpha, sit hot. 180. Sit hot. 180. Sit hot.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory.
Yeah. Hey, give me a team.